Joel Embiid missed a couple games, but he's back with a new look. I got to get used to this one, not going to lie to you guys. The Philadelphia 76ers hosted the Detroit Pistons, and honestly, Embiid's look was more interesting than his game was. The Sixers made this a no-brainer. You saw Harden, now you're looking at Embiid with his new look. I got to get used to that for real. Look at this beautiful spin off his pivot by Tyrese Maxey. That is just beautiful. Sixers playing some good ball here. They're up by 14 in the second. How about Tobias Harris going 6 for 6 in the first half for 14 points? Look at Harris in the corner like, yo, I'm hot. Give me the rock. Maxey does just that. Sixers up by 19. This ain't even a best quarter, by the way, in this game. It's Harden finding Embiid. By the way, Harden had 11, 8, and 9 in the first half. Embiid had 20-plus points in the first half. And in the third quarter, everything just went to another level for Philadelphia. They scored 47 points in quarter number 3. Look at these easy looks. The Pistons are not playing defense. They're tanking for Victor Wembanyama. Look at, nobody's within 2 feet of Joel Embiid. Easy layup after easy layup. Embiid had 36 and 11. Harden's about to get his third triple-double of the season. He had 16, 12, and 15 assists. This is a laugher in Philadelphia. DeAnthony Melton's like, oh, don't mind if I do. Everybody else got it going. How about let me get some too? The Sixers roll past the Pistons. I think the spread for this game was like 25 points. Sixers win by 31. Does James Harden deserve more credit? He, interestingly enough, recently gave a comment about his credit in regards to what he's given the league. He said, I don't need the credit. I don't really care. I guess people give credit to who they want to give credit to. You know what I mean? Like they pick and choose who they want to give credit to. If I were to sit there and feel some type of way that I wasn't getting any credit, I wouldn't be doing a million other things that I'm focused to be doing. I focus on what I can control. I go out there and do my job and try to be the best James Harden I can be. So James, without saying it, does feel like he deserves more credit for what he's done in his career. I want to take this conversation and I want to dissect it into 2 pieces, all right? If you're looking at it from the outside, and let's say me, right? I can use myself as an example. If we're talking in the grand scheme of basketball, if I'm comparing myself to James Harden is one of the greatest hoopers of all time, right? Think about it, what I'm saying. Like, James is going to go down, I think, a top 40, top 50 player all time. Just that run he had in Houston was just, man. That was I don't sleep on that run James Harden had in Houston. I know how bad some of them Rockets teams were. Like he was single-handedly keeping them relevant night in, night out. He was winning games that LeBron can't win with the Lakers right now. That Kevin Durant couldn't win with the Nets last year by himself. So I want to give that man all the credit in the world for what he did in Houston. And that's going to catapult his career and the legendary status alone, right? That run in Houston. But when we're talking about in the conversations of other great players, which James gets compared to other great players because he is a great player, he falls short. That's to answer your question, Harden. When you're compared to your peers, meaning we got to compare you to Kevin Durant because you played with Kevin Durant. KD's also one of the greatest scorers of his generation. Russell Westbrook, another peer of yours, you played with Russell Westbrook. We okay? All right, throw Brody out. What about Steph Curry? He is a peer of yours. Y'all played in the same time frame. And now coming behind you, Giannis already won a championship, right? Like Luka's leading Dallas. Luka's got them to the conference finals. Luka has had more big games in the playoffs than James Harden has had in his career, and Luka's only 23. All right, like I'm just being honest. James Harden wants us to do something that I don't think fans should do. And I'm sorry that he feels this way, but he knows what this is about. When the stage gets the biggest and the lights get the brightest, James Harden has underwhelmed. He got to do it in the playoffs. And Harden, it don't take like 5 years of postseason runs. All you need is one, bro. You and Joel Embiid lead the Sixers to the finals this year. That's all said and done. You want people to go out on a limb and call you one of the 3-4 greatest players of your generation when in the playoffs, you have been lackluster compared to your standard. Like, there have been a lot of guys with less done in the league that have played better than James Harden in the playoffs. And I think that's what he wants people to do. And I'm actually excited and happy that fans won't give it to him the way that he wants it given to him. I'm happy that they're saying, no, bro, in the postseason, you shy away. Like Jaylen Brown has not accomplished what James Harden has, from a scoring standpoint in this league, from an assist standpoint in this league. Jaylen Brown's a better playoff basketball player than James Harden. Period. He's accomplished just as much as James Harden in the playoffs, and he ain't shied away from the moment as much as James Harden. He got to a finals run with Tatum, and they didn't have a Russell Westbrook per se, right? So James wants us to give him something that I ain't giving him. I'm not legend compared to me. By the way, legend of all legends compared to me and you. But in his yoke of those guys of that, he's at the bottom of the great yoke.